Hello there. I am Man Kenobi. I with me and I'm at Tuck. How you doing today, my man?
Dude, that opening just got me even more pumped than these 3 episodes.
You,
What the hell?
oh, okay. We're talking Andor. There's going to be an open back and forth discussion about
Sure.
the show spoilers. We're talking spoilers. Just being prepared. Overall done. Excuse me.
So we can talk about how Obi-Wan dies, right?
He died? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, first episode I saw it. He was in the
Oh.
background. I saw him. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
And
messing.
then, and then he disappears. He disappears a lot.
Disappeared. Just
Yeah.
gone.
We never
No.
see him again. Don,
Yeah.
overall,
Yeah.
what did you think about these 3 episodes?
Awesome. I love these 3 episodes. I really do. I I had my hopes up pretty high, and so far my expectations are being met, I would say.
Yeah, I think we heard we heard a lot from the same people
Mm-hmm.
that the show is good and it's some of the best stuff. And after seeing these 3 episodes, they are 100% right. This
Yeah.
is incredible Star Wars. It's right up there with the best. Diego Luna kills this character.
How good is he,
Dylan,
man? How good
oh,
is he?
he's so good.
Yeah.
Dylan Skarsgård is awesome.
Yes. Yes.
It, it, it is a moment to gritty, dark feeling about
For sure. Yeah.
Star
Absolutely.
Wars. And in hitting everything, what did you think about the flashbacks? Managing all those kids.
Yeah. No. I like the way they weaved them in. I thought way better than Boba Fett did. Honestly, I mean, way. I don't want to. But no, I mean, I thought they were actually woven into the story very well because we got to see over 3 episodes. You know, kind of his progression in both ages, different time periods of his life. So yeah, I liked it a lot.
Do you think we're going to continue getting those throughout the season?
Maybe not as much, but I would say probably, yeah, definitely. We'll probably see more because it looks like she saves him and brings him, teaches him how to be basically a bounty hunter. Whatever they're doing, scrounging.
Like, I was in the riff rap, like from Aladdin. But
Yeah. Well, I think Roka said it best. We have our new scoundrel.
I haven't seen Lucas review yet. What did
Yeah.
you think of it?
Oh, he loved it too. Yeah, he liked it a lot too. Yeah.
Um, I like how it opened with him going to that nightclub,
Sure.
seeing that woman, and then those 2 guards get killed. And basically that sets up a chain of events for the
Yeah.
next 3 episodes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's obviously the most important part of the next 3 episodes is
Right.
now he's on the run because they know he did it, which I have a question about, and we'll get to it. But I have a question about that actually, though.
Okay.
It's a fun question, but I'm just interested.
Go ahead. Wait, my
Well,
man.
I just want to know how they figured out it was him because I don't think they figured out it was him, and until the boyfriend rats him out.
I thought they figured it out in one of the computer rooms. Like
Well,
they
that's what I'm
were.
saying. They had the thing, but I never realized. Never put together how they figured it out before that. His name, because all they kept saying was it's a person from what is it, Kashir? What was the name
Something
of the
like
place?
that.
Yeah, something. Yeah, and he's like, I don't even go by that. Like, I don't know how it slipped. Like, I don't know how it got out because he never says it. So
I might have missed that.
I was going to say, unless he does. That's the only thing I'm thinking is maybe he does slip somewhere.
I'm guessing he slipped somewhere.
I must have missed it too then because I just didn't see that part. Because I thought they didn't know who it actually was until the boyfriend got.
The woman at the beginning, she didn't die, right?
I don't think so. No.
So maybe she knew. Maybe she told them.
That's true. That's true. Maybe they came in, put pressure on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, like I said, I just didn't see where it connected. So that might be on me. So that's all.
What did you? And you know who I loved in these episodes? The robot. I love the droid. I forget the droid's name.
Yeah, I do too.
But
he's funny. He's funny.
He's one of my favorite droids now.
He's good. He's definitely good. I like it.
What were some of your favorite parts? Please.
Sure. Honestly, it was just seeing him maneuver now since he's on the run. You know what it really reminded me of? It reminded me of Fallen Order.
Okay.
The game with Cal Kestis, because that's sort of what happens to him. He's on a mining, planet, and they're, basically doing the same thing, demolishing ships and taking ships apart, taking the parts. But it's actually overseen by the Empire, and he has to use his force. He has to use the Force to grab his buddy. His buddy falls, and he has to use the Force to grab him so he doesn't die. And they see him, and then he has to go on the run. And so, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit, a little more drug out. Not drug out. I don't want to say that in a bad way, but elongated because it's 3 episodes.
Right.
But but it reminded me a lot of that, man. It was really cool to see him sort of get, trying to put this money together. What is that box? Because to me, it looked, what it looked like to me? I've been thinking this since I've seen it the first time. I thought it was literally like the thing from Vader's stomach.
Oh, maybe it is.
Like,
maybe it's somebody's human head. What's in the box?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I for some reason it looked like, you know what I mean, the thing.
Yeah.
I just thought it was that for some reason. Like somehow he got that, and that's why he's like, "How did you get that?" Like, and he's like, "I just walked in there." And he's like, "No, you didn't just walk in there and get that. Like, there's no way." I still don't understand what it is yet, but it's obviously very important to the Empire. It has a lot of information on it. So,
what do you think of that one woman he went to? Like,
that's helping him, right?
Yeah, that's helping him.
Yeah.
We have the boyfriend who ratted him out. God damn it! Never trust anybody in this universe, I guess.
Yeah.
But in a way, it kind of told us everything they were to each other without telling us that, right?
Sure. Yeah. And again, I like her a lot. I think, she's a good character because now with her boyfriend getting shot, I think it's going to be her helping him more now. So I think we're going to get that. But also I really like the friend, the one that works, that has the gloves that hang up every night.
Yeah.
The one that kind of helps him with the story. I like him.
You know who I like?
Who's that?
There was this guy at the beginning who I think wanted to collect money from him. And Cassian said he didn't have it.
Yeah, with the big...
big alien.
Yeah.
God, that alien was cool. What did you think of that alien?
Yeah, I like that. And I liked how he's like, "You're working with this guy, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you're not. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Don't worry about it." Yeah, and I like how he just plays him off, and then that dude has to just be like, "Dude, why did you help me out?" Yeah, that's funny. Now, I had an issue. I don't know if this was maybe just my Disney Plus or something, but I wasn't able to see what they were saying in the flashbacks. Were you able to see what they were saying in the flashbacks?
You mean you couldn't hear that? I don't know.
I could hear that, but they weren't speaking English. They were speaking their language.
No. And they didn't show us. It was
That's a really cool idea. This is what Christian's been talking about. If you remember, he's always like, why don't people just speak alien? Like,
right.
you know what I mean? But
I've been trying to figure out what language that was because
yeah, I don't know.
it was not basic, and I don't think they have.
Well, when they find him in the ship, he's like, the one dude's like, he don't understand you at all.
Right.
So they're like an indigenous species to that planet that's never left the planet, never seen technology. Like, yeah, they're like, you know, in the past as far as that goes.
Here's a question. Are we going to see his sister this season?
He says he's looking for his sister, remember?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I think it's a possibility for sure. I mean, why not? Why not?
Maybe he finds his sister. Okay.
She's in the Empire, right?
Why on theory here? Why on theory? The rebels recruit him when he refuses them right off the bat.
Okay.
And then he finds his sister. The Empire has her. But he tries to rescue her. Something happens and she ends up dying. And that is a catalyst for him joining the rebels.
Well, he says in Rogue One, I've you don't know what I've done. I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. So, which he doesn't look 6 in the flashbacks. I will say that.
I think he just means I've been around this since I was 6. Well, we don't know how long he was on the run before the flashback.
And again, I'm not picking at it. I'm just saying he just doesn't look that young. Yeah,
I know.
That's all.
That kid looks 12. That kid looks 12.
Oh, yeah, easily, yeah. But yeah, no. And again, I don't even mind it because we're still getting his story. I mean, we're still getting exactly why he is the way. And even Skarsgård says to him, he's like, I thought you wanted to fight these guys for real. Like, do you or not? Like, you've been fighting these little battles where you've been ripping them off here and there, sneaking on their ships and stuff, but do you really want to fight them? Like, yeah.
What did you think about that one scene where the Imperials find Cassian's house? They find the mother, they find that droid, but Cassian comes through that droid. He talks to that droid.
The worst moment possible, right?
Oh, I was like, dude, you have the shittiest timing.
Ever.
Like,
ever. Yeah, it's crazy,
man.
Do
you think even if that was me, and I'm trying to talk to the droid, but the droid's not answering, I would take a second and I would think, why isn't the droid answering me?
Well, here's my thing, and this is the thing I've always had with Star Wars. Why are these comms out and about? Like, okay, so just follow me for a second. R2-D2 in episode 3, when they're on the ship.
Yeah.
He's hiding. And the way he gets caught is the comm.
Right.
But he's a robot. Why don't they just have a transceiver that can just send them messages? Like, why does it have to be out loud? Why wouldn't it just be internal where they just receive the information and know what's going on?
You know what they should do? You've seen the Avengers, right? The first Avengers movie?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Well, in the battle in New York, they all had comms. You just didn't see them. But they all were talking to each other. That's what they should do in Star Wars.
Right.
I like these little earpieces.
I don't understand why the droids need comms. Like, they should have built-in comms that they can just use internally that just work. That's weird to me that droids that advanced wouldn't have an internal comm system that you can communicate with them. Like, I don't know. It's just very weird to me.
That is weird.
But again, whatever. It's Star Wars. Who cares?
Especially when you have R2-D2 in episode 3. You're like a superpowered droid, yeah, superpowers.
Yeah,
so you think you would have, You didn't even have comms about that. No, you're right, man. You're right.
It's just weird little things like that that always get like. I love that, even though I love this because it's just obviously so Star Wars, you can't get rid of it now. But it always gets me when they show like the 70s technology for like the radar screens and
Yep,
stuff,
yep, yep.
because it's like they would be so far advanced in that. Like it would literally be like a
Right,
hologram.
and like, you have to remember, and some,
Oh,
like,
exactly. You can't change it because that's the original. I mean, that's what it looked like. That's what they had. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's just funny to me that it's just, yeah, it's just always funny.
what did you think of the music in these episodes? I thought the music was badass.
Dude, yeah, it really went. Yeah, I think overall it went well with the tones that they were, that they were switching between. So yeah, I had no issue with the music. I'm not a big music person though when I'm watching though. I don't really,
Mhm.
unless it's like, like the Emperor's theme. Always I hear that when it comes on. Yeah, unless it's like supposed to be like that, I don't really notice it a lot, which I guess is a good thing though. I mean, because
Yeah.
if you do notice it for a bad reason, then, it's usually that's it's like no. So, but I mean, what I do remember from it, I love the opening. What do you think about the
Oh,
opening? It's a great opening, right?
the opening was great.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of it? You loved it so much. What was your favorite part of it? The opening.
Just the end when the Andor starts coming forward and the sun turns into the rebel
Oh,
sign.
beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, man, that's great. Um, just trying to think what else.
What
I mean, go ahead.
what did you think about the length of each episode? You're waiting an hour,
Yeah,
but it was waiting a half hour. Did you think it was too short, or was it just
I
right
think
for
I
you?
think the first one with credits was 45. The second one was 35 with credits, and then the third episode was like 42 with credits.
Okay, so it was pretty good.
I was gonna say
Pretty,
pretty good run times on each. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think they needed to be longer. I think they got everything in the episodes that they wanted to. I think anything else would have just been extra. I mean, we got a pretty tight story.
Was there anything that you didn't like about, or any nitpicks you have?
Um, I don't like the one actor I will say that I don't like is I don't like the main bad guy leader guy.
Oh, really? How come?
Yeah, it feels like he's overplaying it a little bit.
Okay. Kind of like Hux.
Yeah, not as bad as Hux, but yeah, he's just overcooking it just a little. But again, it's an empire. I'm assuming he's part of the empire in some way. So that sort of cockiness always comes through in those guys. So it's not that I think he's a bad actor. I just think he's being directed to overcook it a little bit. So
How do you like that all the bad guys have British accents? I love that.
yeah,
And because that plays on the pattern of Star Wars, right?
hmm yep. Oh yeah. I mean, all the original officers I think were British, right?
Yeah, except for
Except
Vader,
for
man.
Tarkin.
Vader,
Except for Tarkin too, right? He wasn't British.
he was.
He might have been a little bit. Yeah, I have to. I have to go back and listen to that again. But I know pretty much most of the officers were there. So
What did you think of, in the first episode, Cassian going to meet up with, um, Skarsgård?
yeah, I mean, you
How do you
figured
say
that
that
was
name?
that you figured that was that meeting, right?
Right, right.
You saw that
How,
coming because
how,
I saw the 10-minute, where they show that scene a little bit.
oh, I didn't see that in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they show
With that.
a little bit
Okay.
of that scene. Yeah, go ahead.
You know, they're teaming up. What do you think about that team up going in the, going, what do you think that's going to look like in the future?
Yeah. Oh, I think this is going to be a great team. I mean, they're both really good, man. So I mean, yeah, obviously, I think that yeah, they should be really good together. I'm interested to see because, I mean, obviously we're getting Mon Mothma, we're getting Saw Gerrera, so I'm interested to see how this all comes together.
Well, here's a question. Is Northgard work for the rebellion? Is he part of the recruitment process,
It
maybe?
seems like it. At least he. I think he's I think he works for the Empire. I definitely think he works for the Empire.
Oh, so you think he's a bad guy?
No. I think he is under. Like I think he wants to
Oh,
take the
undercover.
Empire down. But I
I
think
see.
at the current
Okay.
time, he's working with the Empire in some way, trying to just keep things cool and off his back, probably. But at the same
Now
time,
you,
yes, recruiting people.
now you had an interesting theory before we went live. You want to say how you think this season is going to end?
Oh, I think it would be awesome if we have whatever we deal with in this season, and then um, he has to go. Andor has to go undercover in the Empire for some reason. I think that would be a cool cliffhanger, and to pick up with episode 2 or season 2.
I can't think of a. In all honesty, I can't think of a better ending to the season.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That would be a kick-ass ending because we know we're going to K2 next season, whenever that comes out. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Knowing
Sure.
Andor, going into these 3 episodes,
Yeah.
did you miss K2 not being there? Did you feel it?
Watching the episodes, honestly, no.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I mean, I'm excited for when they finally do get back together. I mean, definitely. I'm also interested to see how that relationship starts because it's not going to start where we pick it up at. You know what I mean?
No.
So it's going to be funny to see how they are like feel each other out as far as who's in charge and that sort of thing and who really is. Because K2SO is not he's not like a submissive.
I have a theory.
Droid.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Cassian is the one who reprograms him. Remember, K2.
I'm assuming that's what happens. Yeah, I'm assuming that.
K2 worked for the Emperor, so I think.
Yeah.
I think Cassian reprograms him.
Cassian has to survive an attack from Vader to get to the Emperor to steal K2SO, gets out of there, survives a fight with Vader, and he's out. End of season 2. Never going to happen, but that would be so awesome.
I know, we know a little bit of Cassian so far. I don't see how he survives Vader.
No way. Not in a million years.
I don't see how.
It would just be awesome to see, though.
Yeah, man. You betrayed me? Push you.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I mean, so I wouldn't even mean like a real fight with Vader. I would mean something like where he he just misses him, like he just can't quite get to him for some reason.
Here's the thing. I don't even know the he Vader.
Oh no, I don't. No. I'm just wondering how he gets to K2SO because, like you said, he is close to the Emperor. So at some point, he's going to have to either. Maybe, oh, dude, what if the Emperor's just sleeping in his chair? Cassian just sneaks in. What if he's taking a nap? He's just taking a nap. And Cassian's just like, K2SO, come on, let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Unlimited power.
That's exactly what he'd be saying, too.
Unlimited power.
Oh my God, that's great. Hey, where's my droid at? Anybody see where he went?
Wait a minute. Yeah.
No,
I don't
obviously
know.
it's going to be obvious. Yeah, no, obviously we're not getting anything close to that. I'm just, I'm
No,
very interested to see how they play it out, though. I really am.
okay, let me ask you this.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, before the 3 episodes, I think you were under the belief we might get Palpatine in this series at some point.
Yeah, I
So let
think it
me ask
makes
you that.
sense. Yeah, I think it
Let
makes
me
sense
ask
just
you that.
sending. Go ahead.
I haven't seen the 3 episodes.
Yeah,
Over or under 30%
sure.
we get Palpatine this season.
This season, maybe not. This season, maybe not. Yeah. Again, I still think there's a chance, though, only because I'll I- I'll say I'll say under 30%. But I
Okay.
think there's still a chance only because we are going to get some scenes in the Senate. We have seen that in the trailers. Or so I think there's still a chance we could get Palpatine doing a speech somehow in the middle of the Senate or something
I'll,
like
gi-
that.
I'll give you that. I don't think we're going to get Vader. I do not
Because
think they're going to.
what if Mom Mothma at this point isn't quite ready to turn? What if she still somewhat believes in the Empire for some reason? You know, her dad was a part of it. Whatever the reason is, and she's standing there watching Palpatine give this speech about how they want to go and take over this planet for some reason or whatever. It's just part of the solar system for
That,
some reason. And she's
that
just finally like,
is
you know what? I'm done.
that is interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I never really thought about it, but yeah, she would be part of the Empire, wouldn't
Yeah. At
she?
this point, she could be still loyal to the Empire. We don't know.
Huh. That would be interesting.
I would assume she's closer to leaving than staying, but I would assume that some part of her is like, in order just to survive, and I have to be like
Well,
this. So maybe there's a part
do
of that
we,
too.
do we get Mail Ghana this season?
I hope so, man. I really do hope that at least. I'd love to see him back again. Yeah, yeah. We just didn't get a lot of them in Obi-Wan. We only got 2 or 3 scenes,
Yeah,
3 scenes.
we didn't need him in Obi-Wan. I think it
No,
makes more sense. I think it makes more sense for him to be in here
yeah,
than it did for him to be in Obi-Wan.
yeah. Because still, this is 17, no, 12 years. 12 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Something like that.
So the rebellion is
Yeah.
the rebellion is out there. I mean, there is definitely a rebellion at this point. It's just scattered. It's not unified yet. This is like how it unifies, basically.
Do we see Hera?
We could honestly, we could, we absolutely could.
Don't
It's
forget,
definitely a possibility.
we heard that name in Rogue One. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah, because basically right now the rebellion just is it's people on each planet basically fighting back. So it's not unified yet, which is what I think this is going to be about.
Again,
yeah.
You brought up that line in A New Hope. The rebellion is won the first victory.
Right.
And that happened in World War One. So
right.
now that I'm thinking about it, they can't really be that strong yet because
no,
if they were strong, if they were stronger, they would have more victories other than that first big one, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I really don't know.
It's a lot of little victories they're getting right now, but they don't count because it's just, they're stealing a little bit of ammunition here, a little bit of food there, but they're not hurting the Empire. I mean, the Empire is
not yet.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably their first real victory once they come together and actually call themselves. Because remember in Rogue One, it was a bunch of different people that were saying, "No, I don't know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to." Remember, it was a council almost.
Yeah.
So they're not even at that point. They're not quite unified yet. So it's. I think we're going to see that. I think we're going to see Mon Mothma, Saw Gerrera, all these different factions come together, and we're going to see that. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully.
Do you think you'll see the making of equipment video? You want to come to you know like the Empire? You want to you know request? Come and join the rebellion. We want you to be a part of it.
Dude, but I kind of want to do. I do want to see that because there would be that happening. It wouldn't be on large screens on TV, on the side of the street, but there would be back alley conversations. There would, that's how it starts. So it would be interesting if they dive into that.
You like Family Guy, right? Are you a Family Guy fan?
Oh yeah.
They did something like that. But only for the Empire in one of the Star Wars movies.
There was a Blue Harvest and I can't remember the other two, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I love those movies. They're so fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh look, there's a couch. He
got the okay from George to do those too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted them to do the prequels. I mean, they're gonna have some really funny bits.
Oh yeah. Well, he could now. I mean, he is technically part of Disney with Fox.
Yeah. But I don't want him to turn. I don't want. Oh man. I think I don't want him to turn the sequels. But you know what? He might make them better. He might connect them. I can see them doing and making it better by connecting all of them.
I just know, what would be hilarious if he just in like halfway through the second one and all the way through the third one was just them walking around randomly and just not knowing what's going on and just being like, do we have a plan? Anybody have a plan? Anybody know what we're doing here? Should we do it? Anybody got a plan? That should be the whole entire movie. Just them randomly walking around, like cut from scene to scene and character to characters.
Who's that? I'm no one. I don't think that's true.
Hey, what's his plan? Does he have a plan over there? What's he doing?
Who are you? Ray Hugh.
Or, it'd be even great. Oh, this is something he would do too. This would be a joke he would do. It's just have a bunch of people or somebody reading plans but not following them, like building something or you know what I mean, and having plans in front of them and completely not following. And just be like, that's what you get when you don't plan.
Always have a plan. If you don't have a plan.
We almost did it. We almost did it again, guys. We almost got through a whole show without talking about the sequel.
Yeah. But, I said this before. There's a one show where it's okay to talk about them. I don't want it to be into the other.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. It does.
They're not good. I'm sorry. They're not good movies. They're really not.
They're not.
Yeah.
So what? We got to get back. What did you think about the end scene? We got to talk about this action scene, man.
Oh, the action was great. What did you think about it? It was incredible.
Dude, I love it so much more because they built up to it.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? The first
you felt that tension going into it.
Yeah, man. Like you really are in that moment thinking, I know he's going to get away, but how? How the hell is he getting out of this? You know what I mean? So it's great build up and just the way they play it out with them in the speeder at first and then getting out of there on the speeder bike and just all that stuff was awesome. I love that scene of them going through like the different like squares where it was like land and water and stuff, and that was really cool scene.
What did you think about them going on that ship at the end? You were telling me this before we went live.
Looks like the Millennium Falcon when they first walk on the cockpit. Yeah, man. I was a little upset about that. I was like, don't do it to me. Don't. Oh, wait a minute. It can't be. But I still want it to be.
Were you bummed? Were you pissed?
Well, I mean, definitely at this point, Han Solo has the Millennium Falcon still at this point. So
Yep.
yeah,
Well,
but it was just funny.
Where is Han Solo right now? Do we know?
They said it was 5 years before the Battle of Yavin, so that's episode 4. So he's just doing his bounty hunter thing. He's probably working for Jabba.
Where is after Solo? We're not getting with that to me,
Yeah,
right?
this is after Solo. Yeah, that's after Solo. Yeah, he's probably just bounty hunting, doing odd jobs around the galaxy.
You know, we already talked about the sequel here, that's fine. I want to bring up something about the Solo movie.
Okay.
I hate how he got his name. Han. Han what? I don't have a last name. I'm alone. You're alone? Okay, Han Solo.
Yeah.
How
One of the
bad was
worst.
that?
Worst.
How is it?
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Not only is it a bad name, but the fact that the Empire gave him his name, who he hates the Empire, why would he keep that name? Why?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it either. I really don't. I'm maybe one of the few people that I don't like the Chewie scene. How he meets Chewie.
I'm okay with that. You know what I've been thinking about? He didn't have a last name before Solo, so he doesn't have a family. I'm being curious. He met Luke. He met Leia. So I'm thinking that how come at the end of Return of the Jedi, or at the beginning of Force Awakens, how come it wasn't revealed that he legally changed his name to Han Skywalker?
Well, okay, so this might not be canon, but in the Aftermath novels, where Han is out doing his thing again, him and Leia aren't technically together. I mean, they're together, but they're not like living together. She's doing the politics thing, and he's out doing
They're separate, okay.
Yeah. So, and because he blames himself for Ben leaving, and she just wants both of them to come home, basically, is what she wants. But Han is so, mad at himself that he doesn't want to come back. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it would be weird if he took Skywalker name, though. Don't you? Han Skywalker?
Not more weird than Rey taking that name.
Well, no, it wouldn't be as weird as that. But then we get Ben Skywalker.
There you go.
Get Ben Skywalker.
Isn't that the name from the Legend books? Isn't there Ben Skywalker?
I think Ben was. Yeah, I think there was. Was it Ben Skywalker or Ben Solo? Because Luke and Mara Jade had children also.
Right.
I just can't remember. I know there was Jason Solo. There was Jason Solo, and there was the girl. And then, I think it might have been Ben Skywalker. I think that might be right. I think that was Luke's son.
I read this thing. Luke Skywalker makes no sense. I'm sorry, I always come back to this. It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. Not for Rey, at least. Not for Rey. I still think she should have been a Kenobi somehow. I still think that should have been, because he had a affair, or not an affair, but he had a definite love with. It
would have been a good choice.
Sure.
And they were going to make her Palpatine. Keep her for Palpatine. Make that name for something good.
That would have been another way. Yeah. Just making her basically rebuild up the Palpatine name.
How powerful would that have been?
That would have been cool. That would have been cool. I would have liked that a lot more for sure. I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with
But
you on that.
no, he goes to Tatooine for some reason. Maybe the lightsabers, he goes with Skywalker.
Unlimited power. That's why. Unlimited power, sir. She is not all about unlimited power like her grandfather. She can't be associated with that name.
Stupid.
It's
Stupid.
sad. It's
Stupid.
sad.
Stupid. Respect your grandpa. Respect your grandpa.
I have an even better one. I say she's a Calrissian. I say she's a Calrissian.
You have to explain that one to me. Who did that?
Oh, I don't.
Fuck?
No, I don't. No, but no, but I have a question for you though, for real. So, do you remember at the end of episode 9 when Lando sits down next to that girl and he starts talking to her?
Yeah.
Was that? Did they not pretty much just tell everybody that was his daughter? Right? That's his daughter, right?
Yep.
Is that accurate?
Yeah. I think it's canon.
It's just weird that he just randomly sat down next to a younger black girl and was like, "Do you want to know your dad? Do you want to get to know your dad?"
You know, it's a Skywalker saga, man. Everybody's related to everybody. Nobody can be their own person. Everybody's related
but
to
who is she? Like, I don't even know who she is. Like, it was just a random person he just sat down next to.
No, she was the one working with Finn the whole movie.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, shoot, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, okay. See, I completely forgot about that part. Yeah, he meets her on the planet. Yeah,
no.
So wait a minute. If she has the Force, then, right? Isn't that what she tells Finn?
I think so, yeah.
So who does Lando sleep with that gave her the Force? Did Lando sleep with Leia?
I like that.
Oh my goodness!
Han left Leia. Lando was probably visiting Leia, checking up on her. They probably had one too many blue milk one night, and they got it on.
Oh my god, dude! All that reminded when you said that. I obviously the Star Wars reference of it, but all I thought about for a second was Wong and She-Hulk with the yak milk and the vodka. Talking about the yak milk and the vodka. Remember that part?
Mannequin, you ain't in the wine, but it's not really in it.
You had too many blue milks, and vodka. That's what it was. Oh my god, that's too funny.
Got it on.
Hey, possible. Possible.
And you know that thing. You go back. You never go back.
Oh shit. That's so great. That would be hilarious if that did happen. I just want to know who he slept with that gave her the Force, because I mean I know anybody can have the Force, but technically that happened for 1 second and then they said, "Oh no, you have to be special to have the Force again." The next movie.
That's why I like 8, because we have no one. Yeah. That means anybody could have the Force.
Yeah, which if she was a no one, I would buy that she took the Skywalker name more.
You know what? Maybe I would too. But
the fact that she's a Palpatine makes it stupid. Just makes it stupid. I said it, Disney. I'm not scared. I'm just joking.
Yeah. You know what? I mean,
it's just a bad choice, man. It's just a bad choice. I mean, I think we both agree with that.
That whole movie filled with bad choices.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
How did Palpatine back? Oh. How did he come back? How he came back?
They cloned him till they couldn't clone him anymore, and then he just died. It's like Like literally, all they had to do, they didn't even have to go to Exegol to find him. They just had to wait like 4 more days, and he was dead anyway. Like, he was pretty much dead anyway.
The
Like,
only redeeming part of that storyline is somebody did says there's some corn magic involved. You remember who said that?
Oh, yeah, Monahan.
Yep. That's the only redeeming part of that stupid storyline.
No, it's just
Gotta love Dominic Monaghan. Gotta love Dominic Monaghan.
Yeah, but he was basically dying. I mean, he was literally dying.
Was he?
Snoke was the last body that he had. Everything else failed, he said. That's why he needed her to kill him so he could take over her body. That was literally his plan, was to take over her body.
That's even more stupid.
Exactly. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. He was literally about to die. All he had to do was just be like, yeah, we're just not going to come and fight you. We're just not going to come.
If he ain't going to take over anybody's body, you know who it should have been?
Dark Luke. Bam. That's
No.
how you do that shit. No, I know.
No.
Go ahead.
Kylo.
So instead of her killing him, he does it? That's what I would think would happen. It's the same thing that he does to Luke. He says it to Luke. He says, strike me down and you will become the most powerful, Jedi or Sith ever. He says the same thing to Luke when he's fighting Vader at the end of episode 3 or episode 6.
Episode 6.
Yeah. Because he says if you strike me down, he plans on taking over.
Yeah.
He see, that's the thing. This is a very important part of Plagueis, or of Palpatine and Plagueis. Is Plagueis did not believe that what do they call it? Force transfer. I think it's force transfer, where you put your essence into a body or a clone.
Okay.
That's not what Plagueis believed as far as like bringing people back to life. He literally meant bring that body back to life. He thought if you transferred your essence into somebody else, you were basically not, you were dead. You were not really alive anymore. Your physical body to him is what made you alive. So him and Palpatine differed on in that sense. Like, they didn't agree on that at all. So to Plagueis, what Palpatine is actually doing isn't what he believed or what he was looking for. That's not what his ultimate goal was. His ultimate goal was for his body to last forever. He wanted to be literally immortal. So Palpatine, as far as Plagueis goes, Palpatine's cheating. That's what Plagueis would say, is that Palpatine's cheating. So it
hurts my head.
Yeah, again, dude, this is like, yeah. But again, that's not canon right now. I mean, that's just what we know from the Plagueis novel, at least.
Right.
So, yeah.
Anyway, back to something good. Back to Andor.
Yes.
We both agree. This is at least a top 3 Disney Plus Star Wars show, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Right now, I can't put it above Mandalorian and Obi-Wan yet, but it's really good. It's really good so far.
For me and Obi-Wan, this is time with Mando, and they're in time right now.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, man. It's a really strong start. It's a really strong start to the show, man.
And I can't wait to see what comes next.
Yeah, I mean, again, if we're getting what it looks like we're getting, I mean, it looks like we're getting a really, like you said, gritty, down-to-earth, boots-on-the-ground show, which is exciting.
And hopefully it will lead right into Rogue One. That's the hope, anyway.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what I want.
And I know that we had the Bad Batch, We
Sure.
have Mandalorian Season 3. We
Yeah.
have Ahsoka.
Yep.
Who knows about the Arclight? That, well, okay.
Apparently, it's still on their slate for 2023. They haven't taken it off yet, so I don't know.
And I think I saw somewhere, I forget where, Lucasfilm planted a date in 2025 for a movie. They didn't say what movie it is.
Yeah.
Do you have a guess on what movie it could be in 2025?
Hopefully, we finally get the team up movie that we're supposed to get after the end of Mandalorian and
But will they put that in
Ahsoka.
will they put that out in theaters?
Yeah, I mean their whole from what the rumors say, at least. Again, this isn't this isn't confirmed, but the rumors were they were planning on doing the shows and then leading up to a big epic movie where they all teamed up together.
For the movie.
Apparently. And then they were going to have episodes after the shows too of each season. So they would basically, the team ups would be the movies and the episodes would be the individual stories. Like the shows would be the individual stories.
I like that. that.
That was apparently the original plan. Like I said, it was Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and the Rangers show. That was, and then Boba Fett, I'm assuming too.
Well,
those four.
But one of those four is gone now.
That's two of those four are probably gone now.
Which one? What's the other one?
Boba Fett. I don't see I don't see them doing a season 2. It was just too poorly received.
No, yeah. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I asked you this before, but I'll ask you it again.
Sure.
Boba Fett or Obi-Wan? Which one gets a season 2 first? If they both get one.
Man. I still think out of the two, I would rather see Boba Fett. Because I just feel like Obi-Wan ended correctly the way it should have. And I really don't I don't even have an issue with Qui-Gon only showing up for one line at the very end. I don't even mind that. I think it fits.
Something I called the week before.
Yes, you did. Absolutely, sir. Yeah. I think it was for what it was supposed to do. I think it did its job. I don't think it really needs a season 2 for any reason. I don't really see a reason.
No, Boba Fett doesn't need a season 2 either.
No, it doesn't. No, I agree with that. I just think because of that reason, I think Boba Fett should. If either one does, that's the one. That's all I mean. I don't think either one should. Honestly,
I don't think. To be honest, I don't think either one will.
I think that's right.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah. But again, maybe because they had to cancel the Ranger show, maybe they're going to use Boba Fett as the third show to tie them all together, so they can still do that.
No, there's one more show I forgot. That's Skeleton Crew.
But does that tie in? Is that in the same time period?
It is in the same time period. I don't know if it ties in, but it's in the same time period.
But then see, that would be interesting. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Jude Law with all them together, absolutely. That would be awesome. That would be a fun, that would be fun.
And don't forget the Acolyte. Oh wait, but then
that's way before.
Yeah.
But no, that would be a fun. Maybe that's the way they do it. Maybe they have Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and Skeleton Crew, and then they do a big team up at some point.
Let me ask you this. Let's say Ahsoka comes out next May.
Yeah.
When do you think we will get a trailer for that?
I think May, so I think the latest we can get one is December, right? December, January. That's 5-6 months before it comes out.
Yeah, man. Don't forget, TV shows work earlier. TV shows work different than movies. I think December is the earliest we can get it. I don't think
Well,
we're getting it
we
for
just got the Mandalorian trailer, and that comes out in like 6 months, 5 months.
February.
Yeah, so
Uh,
it's about the same.
okay, no, you're right. Yeah. So maybe,
I think January
uh,
is the latest.
yeah, I think you're right.
Wouldn't you say?
It won't be a whole trailer, it will be a teaser, but I think you're right.
What if they do? Oh, what if they do that as the tag for the end of season episode 1, Mandalorian?
You mean the tag of episode 3? Season 3.
Season 3, episode 1, like the very end of that episode after the credits was the Ahsoka trailer.
I like that, but I would put it at the end of the finale.
But that might be too late. That might be too late though, because how many episodes? 10 for Mandalorian.
That's 8. They never had 10.
Okay,
never
so
had
8.
10.
So, but that comes out February 8th. So it'd be 8 weeks from that. So that would be way down the line.
Maybe that's when the second trailer comes. Maybe the first one comes.
There you go.
Maybe the first trailer comes at the end of Mad Max.
See? Now that's a possibility. Yep, that's a possibility.
We said, Ahsoka, we won't believe somehow, some way, Ahsoka will show up in Mad Max, right? We said that.
I think it's definitely a possibility for sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility. Yeah,
and
it just makes sense. Especially, yeah, it makes sense.
And because of that, I will say at the end of Bad Batch, that's when we're going to get a teaser for Ahsoka.
Yeah, hey, makes sense to me. Makes sense to me, man. I like it. Again, I just think January is like the latest that you can really do it. Maybe, like I said, that first week of February, if they did it after the first episode, maybe. But I think even that would be too late, maybe. So yeah.
All I know is we're living in a wonderful time to be a Star Wars fan. And fingers crossed, there's today. No. What's that date?
Well, today's the 21st, but
okay, September 21st.
Yeah.
Marking it right here on the show.
All right.
This is the turning point for Star Wars. Everything's going to be good from now on.
I love it. I'll co-sign that.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling. I mean, it might cut.
I have no issue with it, man. Look, we got our Thor Dark Worlds and Iron Man 2s out of the way. So
exactly.
Now it's time to hit Civil War through Endgame.
Exactly, my man. Exactly. All right, my man. Let's wrap this sucker up. To all the good people where they couldn't find you. Can you make this 5 nights in a row?
I doubt it. We'll see. I doubt it. We'll see, though. It's been good, though. You guys can find me on Twitter at Jedi Master Talk. You guys can find me here Monday on Fellowship of Geekdom, Tuesdays on Geekdom Initiative, and Wednesdays Jedi Academy right here, and then Sundays on Geekdom Uncut. And you also guys can find me in the Facebook group anytime. And please like and subscribe to the channel. Still trying to get to 100, guys. Almost there. Very close.
5 times. Good job.
Is it? I know. Got it.
Good job. And you guys can find me at McFinnitman_Radio every Monday on Fellowship of the Kingdom, every Tuesday at Kingdom Initiative, every Wednesday right here on Jedi Academy, every Friday on the Weekly Kingdom, every Sunday on Kingdom Uncut. You guys can also find me at the Northern Entertainment Group every Tuesday on the Mind Tape and every Saturday morning on the Northern Countdown. Guys, tonight was a fun night. We'll be back next week to talk episode 4 of Andor. See you then. May the force be with you, always.
May the force be with you.